What's up, Duckies?
Oh my god, I know you're like, finally an episode. Where the fuck have you guys been? Enjoying our Christmas vacation.
Yeah, we needed some time, you know.
Okay, just like you needed time.
It's a busy time of the year.
But more importantly, if you have it, we are in the time machine because it is Christmas Eve. It's New Year's Eve. But Manny did have a birthday. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Shout out to everybody who came through.
Yeah. Definitely. It was a good time.
Yeah. All right. Now let's get over that stuff. Let's get down to why we're really here. Me and Manny realized that New Year's Eve is really our Festivus.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's the time to really think about everything that boiled you up and, release it.
Yeah, we're just and we decided to release this episode just to do it because it was on my mind. I was like, we have to record it. So we're gonna fucking kick it off. Here are a few things in 2024 that we do not want to see in 2025, but I'm sure we still will because we don't have enough followers to make a change.
Yeah. You got some really good points with these things you brought up.
Okay, so I'm gonna kick it off then. All right.
All right. Go ahead.
First things first. Can we please get off of this tier subscription bullshit?
Thank you.
Can we just please? Okay? What are you holding back from us, people who are paying the low level money? Okay? For instance, Netflix. So
yeah, the biggest culprit of them all.
So Netflix does have commercials, and I didn't realize it until maybe 3 weeks in, and I was like, what? Why does this keep showing commercials? And then he told me you went for the tier down. You're like, hey, baby girl, we gotta keep this. Okay, we're gonna have to go to the low tier, which is fine, right?
Yeah.
But what I've noticed is that the uploading takes so fucking long.
Like, what's the point of that, right?
It's at least 5-10 minutes that I'm waiting for the menu just to show up. So I had this thought, right? I think that it is discriminatory to have
definitely
tier base, right? Because
it's like Hunger Games.
Yeah. So let's say all we can't afford is the lower level, right? And basically by showing commercials and taking your sweet ass time to fuck with how long it takes for things to upload, it's almost like saying our time isn't as valuable as somebody who's paying the $20.99 to have for the fastest access, no commercials or anything like that. But I probably have to work 10 times harder than the person who's paying $20.99.
And 10 times longer.
Yeah.
So you have less time to watch TV.
So if anything, you should be giving me more. Thank you. That's my debate.
Such a great point, to be honest. You know what's funny about the Netflix thing is that we didn't even notice until we left and then came back. Because I guess I was automatically put on the subscription with no commercials because we didn't notice that. And then I canceled it for like 2-3 months. And then we put it back on because there was something on there I needed to watch.
Yeah. That's how they get it.
And that's where they're like, oh, which tier would you like? And I'm like, what tiers? And I'm looking at it. I'm like, $25 or so for the no commercials, any kind of screens. It has like 4K, downloads fast, and you can download stuff to watch later offline. And like the other tiers were like, I think like $12 and $8.
Well, can I just...
And I got the lowest one, right? Because why? Who's paying that? It's only there because you guys are paying it.
Also, as somebody who was affected by the writer strike and all the strikes in the industry, I love commercials. I don't have a problem with commercials. Why do you guys hate commercials? We have some really good commercials.
Someone
just
out there
watch the commercial.
It's like watch the commercials, definitely. But the things that don't make sense are the download time. I can't watch this offline. The 4K.
I'm gonna post it. It's kind of wild how long you're sitting on a blank screen before anything pops up. But what do you got going on? What's boiling inside of Manny?
We had a really good conversation the other day after watching a movie, and I think you bring up a good point about films. And it does gripe me too when it happens because then it makes it to where like I kind of just want to hear the story.
So what are you giving up? What do you not want to see in 2024?
We need to stop these whole like, it's up to the viewer at the end.
Oh yeah, cut that shit out. Give us a fucking ending.
These movies that give you this ending that like say, oh, it's up to you to decide how that happened. Like I'm listening to your story. So basically you couldn't end it. You couldn't figure out how to end it. So you leave it up to us.
That is okay. We don't have the sign, but if you want to complain about what Manny just said, any cinephiles out there, you can hit us up on our hotline.
We just saw Speak No Evil.
Yes, which is so good, actually.
It was so good until the end, you know?
Yeah.
And then at the end, it's like, wait a second. So I'm over there like, wait, so do they stay married? We don't know.
I mean, I will
what happens to the kid? We don't know. Does the cops come and uncover we don't know. Like, they just let us stare at the kid at the end.
I will say, the fact that you were so hung up about the marriage was way more funnier. Because I think I wanted to know, like, about the cops and what the kid. But then I guess you're sitting in a 7-hour movie.
Yeah.
But it was a great movie. And you're absolutely right. Give us a fucking ending.
Give us an
ending. A solid ending.
Give us an ending. You made the movie. We bought the story. Give us an ending.
Give us something. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Nicky's number 2. That sounded gross. Way gross. My number 2 something I want to leave in 2024. Platforms thinking that they are Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. LinkedIn, I'm looking at you. Okay? I get that LinkedIn was actually made as a platform for professionals to get together and all that. But it is starting to fucking look like as if all my social media pages just collectively came as one. Yeah, and I gotta tell you, when you're looking for work and you're on something like LinkedIn, that to me was way more toxic than being on Instagram or TikTok. I don't need someone to give me step-by-steps on how to find a job, but not like I don't know how to explain it. It's almost in a way like, how do you know? How do you know? You're just telling me, but the source doesn't work.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. And then all these think pieces about how, like, you know, people should really give people a chance. Like, you don't necessarily have to have the experience. You can learn. And then when you go to look for a job, it's none of that. It's they want the experience. And when I try to follow the advice, I feel like it is falling flat. So LinkedIn, just be about job posts, okay?
Yeah.
I don't need you to try to sell me on classes, how to build resumes. Like, they're selling classes, they're selling products. I don't want any of that.
It's unnecessary because it's not why anybody's on there. Like, if you're I don't think that's why anybody's on there. I'm not even gonna try to play devil's advocate. Like, anybody who's there trying to advertise classes and advertise anything that's not a job posting. Yeah, it's a waste. It's a waste of the platform.
And it's funny too because you'll see not headhunters. What are they called? I guess they're like headhunters, but they're not headhunters. They're talent recruiters. Yeah, they have hundreds of thousands thousands of followers, and so LinkedIn will be like, hey, you need to follow this person. I'm like, why would I follow this person? How is this person gonna help me if they're also helping 18,000 other people apply for this one job? What? That's like wild crazy. I will say this journey of 2024 has showed me that LinkedIn is definitely toxic as fuck. I don't care what anyone says. And I know there's people who found the source to it, like, are LinkedIn influencers. They're entrepreneurs and all that. And I guess it works for people. But as the other side of it, I could just see why it's so frustrating to be on a site like that. And you're just bombarded with things that aren't necessarily helping you in your conquest to find a job.
When you have a job, all that stuff is probably interesting. But isn't that what Facebook is for?
Yeah, when you have a job, it doesn't bother you.
Like, if you're not there, honestly, if you're there to help people find a job that doesn't include an actual employment ad.
Yeah. Well, also the other thing I noticed, right, is
let me tell you how to get through interviews.
You have to pay This is the shit that I'm talking about tier subscription.
Yeah.
You have to pay a subscription fee just to sometimes talk to some people because they're like verified on LinkedIn or some shit. And it's just infuriating because I'm obviously on here because I need some kind of income or employment or whatever. And you want me to give you more money just to possibly reach out to somebody who can help me, or not even, like maybe it's someone you just haven't seen and this is your way of connecting without wanting a job or anything. But I was, let's throw that shit. LinkedIn, be LinkedIn. Stop trying to be TikTok or anything. Like, stop trying to live up to Gen Z, I guess is what I'm saying. Right.
Stop trying to be cool.
Yeah, because after Gen Z is alpha generation, and like, then what?
And anybody on there posting this stuff and not posting an actual job ad,
bye.
Unfollow.
All right, what's yours?
So we've been mulling over this over the last year, and I think 2025 and beyond, we may have to just be ready to just say goodbye to it forever.
What?
Deli meat.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap.
It's been a tough year for sandwiches.
Oh, it has not been a year. When did that? I don't even remember when that scam came. Oh, it wasn't a scam. It actually happened. Scandal is what I meant.
So it was a just.
You guys know what's up, yeah.
Tainted meat over tainted meat. But the thing is, but
you have to say who was.
When it hit Boar's Head, that's when it really made us take a pause and break and be like, wait a second.
And why?
Because you hear so highly of it, and so when it hits a company that you're like, you guys got hit with that too.
I've been having Boar's Head since I was a little tiny babies with teeth. Okay, bro. Even when I moved to Florida, and for some reason we couldn't get Boar's Head. I don't know why, but everything was like Lakeland stuff.
Yeah, Lakeland.
I hated it. I was like, this is garbage. I want to go back to New York.
I remember being a kid and someone coming home with that, and we'd be like, why'd you get Lakeland cheese? Ugh.
When you get a job, yeah. I know, but you've been doing great. I know it's been really hard for you.
It's been tough. And I know it's something stupid to think about, but when you think about how much we're exposed to these meats and how much we talked about it one time with this story that we heard about how it's all set together. And when you really hear how the sausage is made, and then you find out it's not sausage.
Well, no, Manny heard it. It was like, hey, you should listen to this. And I did. And it's a wrap. I am never going back to deli meat.
It's just a dangerous game to play. I mean, even the people that wrote the story said, if you have a sandwich here and there, but you cannot live your life off of it. And you definitely
Which
can't
we were.
we were having just slices of ham and stuff. And I know there's people out there that do that and nothing to you, but after you hear what you hear and you find out what you find out, it's it makes it hard. So we're currently on sliced cheeses. We'll get cheese here.
Yeah. But
we'll get that.
I'm fucked.
It's teetery.
If something comes out about deli cheese, I'm fucked. And then bacon was another one because I said
it's so hard to say no to bacon.
If something comes out about pork, I'm cool with not having pork chops or ribs or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I will have to stop having bacon.
When you do the math, obviously the chances are minuscule, but the fact that
there's
chances of these things happening now, more and more, you got to say goodbye to certain stuff. And I think we're ready to 100% say goodbye to deli sliced meat. It's going to be hard to go to Tampa.
I know. I don't think people in Florida care.
Cuban sandwiches. Oof.
I don't think people in Florida care though.
But man, we'll share the story if you feel like hearing it. But yeah,
we'll send it. We'll drop the link for
in 2025
for the podcast that Manny listened to get him off of deli meat.
Yeah,
because he thought that I was a monster.
Yeah, we'll send the link to the podcast.
He thought I was a monster until he heard that, and he was like, "Oh shit!" So you're welcome.
Yeah.
Number trace. Okay, are you ready?
Go ahead.
This has been eating at my soul for a while, but I want to say goodbye to 8 episode series. Cause what the fuck? I already had a compromise from 22 episodes to 10.
Yeah.
But y'all can't even give me the 2 episodes to wrap my brain around the story, to feel like emotionally invested in the characters. No, you give me 8 fucking episodes that obviously I'm going to watch in all one sitting, because how could I not?
Yeah.
Okay. And then it's going to be 2 years before the next set of 8 comes out.
Yeah, I get that.
And I want to say goodbye to that. I will compromise with the 10. Can we just stay on 10 for a while? Because I'm afraid it's going to go 10, 8, 6.
Yeah. It's going to start being less and less.
10, 8, 6. I'm afraid it's going to get to 6.
Yeah.
And then what?
They'll start doing just miniseries, 3 episodes, 1 hour each.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with that.
Make a movie.
No, because then it goes to either you have to figure out the ending or it's 7 hours long. Guys, can we leave 4 hour movies in 2024? I just came up with this. Can we leave that?
I mean, if we're going back to commercials even on streaming, then just fucking give us 12, 13, 14 episodes. You're already doing the commercials.
No, but I'm saying the 3-hour movies. Let's be done with
yeah, we can definitely be done with that.
Let's be done. I don't have the strength. Like, Manny will put the TV on and a comic book movie will be on, and I would just look at him with such exhaust in my eyes. I don't have the time.
I don't think a 3-hour movie is necessary. Like, if you can't tell your story in 2 hours minimum, at maximum 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because 2 hours is kind of pushing it to sit in a movie theater.
But not even that. We've actually watched so many movies that were only an hour and a half, an hour and 41. Yeah. And you're like, fuck, this movie was good, and I didn't have to be in a theater for I didn't have to block out a whole time to sit and watch this fucking movie. Of your night. Yeah.
Or of your day.
Yeah, to watch this movie. So I want to leave 3. That means you, Leonardo DiCaprio, I need you to start making movies that can be told in an hour and a half. Yeah. Manny is still watching The Killer of the Moonflowers.
There's plenty of Oscar-winning actors and storytellers who did it in an hour and a half.
I know. What's
with the 3 hours, guys?
All right, what's your last one? And then we're gonna wrap this up to get ready for the new year.
My last one. So I guess for my last one, I'm gonna have to say I'm kind of getting tired of the double commercials on YouTube.
That's very specific.
Because the point of YouTube, right, is just to watch the video.
Let's go back in history.
Yeah, and so there's that commercial that you can't skip, and then the commercial that you gotta wait 5 seconds to skip, and it's like you're just sitting there I just needed an answer to my question really quick.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
You know, can we be done with those double commercials on YouTube?
Yeah,
that is so time consuming.
Just give it to me either all in the middle or all in the front.
Yeah, right?
I
get the need to advertise.
Right, because it's all revenue for the poster.
But you got a commercial you can't skip and a commercial you can, and it's so then just make the first commercial unskippable.
Yeah, just give me my fucking content how I want my fucking content.
Yeah.
Okay? Give me my shows and my movies how I want it.
It's annoying. It's unnecessary. Just make the original commercial unskippable.
Yeah, fuck, bro. Ugh. Come on, guys. Get it together, okay?
We're done with that in 2025.
Done. I know we say these things we have power to change it.
Yeah.
At least that's what helps me wake up every day. But we know these things are not.
And now for a little message from our advertisers.
No, this has been fun. I'm so happy we decided to do this show because we obviously wanted to see you guys. Yeah. Wish you a happy new year. And just kind of give our grievances on some of the things that we've noticed. And I know you guys are thinking, those are so minuscule. What about everything that's going on in the world? Yeah. But these feel more personal.
Yeah, these are things that are I really think changing them won't change anything.
Society.
Any scales, but it'll help just get us through our day.
And I love that for us.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we will be back. Our next show will be, I guess that's next week, which is the anniversary of the insurrection, January 6th.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Also known as January 6th. But until then, we want you guys to have a safe and happy new year. And we are just so excited to see what 2025 brings us.
Definitely.
And if you guys want to know what we're up to, if you haven't already, you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube at Bubble Bath Stories.
You can find me at Got No Time For This on Instagram.
And you can find me at Nicky Trend on Instagram as well. And if you guys want to cop some official merchandise, we still have that. And I think this spring we're going to do a yard sale. I want to get rid of all our merch. I want us to get new merch, but I think we're going to do that. So be on the lookout for that. Because I think we might be crazy enough to do it. But you go cop official merch at our website, bubblebathstories.co. And if you want to call us on our hotline,
do it,
right? Maybe we said something right now that you were just like, no, fuck that bullshit. Okay.
Maybe you
give us all the 3 hour.
Need some silly advice.
Yeah, maybe you need silly advice. Maybe you need a vent. Maybe you have grievances.
Yeah.
That you want to air out. We are happy to hear it. And you can call us at 347-878-1144. And if that's it, right? I don't know. What else are we plugging here? We did the social medias. We did the... Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys.
Have a happy, safe New Year.
Good night, folks.
Good night.